answer your questions and excuse you guys.
Thank you, everyone. We're going to go ahead and let Buffalo head coach Felicia Leggett-Jack open with a comment, and then we'll take questions for our student athletes, Stephanie Reed and also Kristen Stark.
What a fantastic game. What an amazing conference we have. We have some really special coaches in our league. Some of the great coaches didn't make it here, only because the purity is just tremendous. First, I'd like to congratulate Western on a great season. They're one of the best defensive teams, in my opinion, in the conference. And they have a special player named Miracle Woods, and we all are going to know about her for many, many years to come, even after she graduates. But tonight, I told our kids it was about our story. It's about our time. We've come here too many times, and no one still knows who Kristen Sharkey is. No one knows really who's Buffalo when it comes to women's basketball. And they shouldn't know about us until we make them. In order to make them, you have to find a way to win. And today, they put it on the board, and I have to share it with you. We always say an ugly win is better than a pretty loss. And it wasn't the best kind of win, but good teams find a way to win. And today, on the backs of Kristen Sharkey, we found a way to win.
Questions for Stephanie?
Stephanie, there were 28 seconds left. You got a 1-point lead. You stepped up to the free throw line there. You were smiling. Did somebody tell you a joke, or what were you thinking?
No, I said to Sharky, I said, I'm going to make 2 of 2 this time. I swear I'm going to make 2 of 2.
Felicia, what do you think of Stephanie?
I think she's one of the best freshmen in this conference. I think we got her late, and I think that sometimes you get lucky when you work hard. My staff does a tremendous job of trying to scour throughout the entire country to find these young ladies, and we got very blessed to have the head of our body coming from Melbourne, Australia. I thought she played heady. I thought she found our bigs when she needed to, and she took that outside three at the most critical time of the game. That's either good or bad. As a freshman, they either don't realize what they're doing or crazy enough to take opportunities like that. I think she's a little bit of both, and I'm just fortunate to have her on our team.
Kristen, you hit 12 points in the second half. What do you think went right for you offensively?
In the first half, I think I came out a little bit too excited. You know, I really tried to get the win, and I just at halftime, coach told me I needed to calm down and just calm down and let the game come to me instead of trying to force it.
What do you think of the impact Stephanie?
Oh, it's tremendous. I mean, I can't even explain to you. I can't even put words. You know, we just came together as a team, and she stepped into the role and took us to a whole nother level. And appreciate her coming my senior year, that's for sure.
Coach, Krista had 2 early fouls in the first half. How did that change your game plan for the entire half?
Well, the next person had to step up, and I tell our team all the time, we're 14 strong. You know, there's a young lady on our team that's not with us right now, will be next year. And whomever we call, you must be ready. And I thought Mariah Suchan came in and did a tremendous job. She hasn't played a lot of minutes, but she stepped in and she understands the defense. She's a smart young lady out of Kansas, and she stepped up in her place and settled us down defensively. And that was able to make us kind of hold on, if you will, until Krista was able to come back on the floor.
Krista, what are your thoughts on playing Ohio this morning, the 1 seed that beat you guys twice in the regular season?
I think that we're going to come out and play our game, and we're not really going to worry too much about who we're playing, but execute the way we know how to play basketball.
What do you guys have to do better, I guess, in this matchup that didn't happen?
I think we need to just talk better on defense and just go after the rebounds and pound the ball inside, especially against Ohio.
Coach, 47 rebounds. Let's continue with the student athletes, and then we'll get more from Coach and more questions for our student athletes.
Yeah, Stephanie, Kristen, Stephanie was in high school, 9, something like that. What do you think about the exposure she had?
I think she's just a mature basketball player. You know, she's played a lot of basketball in Australia. So when she came here, we needed her. You know, I looked at her and I said, Steph, you're it. I believe in you. I believe you're going to help us take this team. And she really stepped into it.
Stephanie, what was the biggest game you ever played in Australia? Or before you came?
Wow. Pardon me. Probably a game in under 14s when we went to nationals. So I haven't played a huge game like today for a very long time, but I mean every game counts. So
Under 14, were you playing for your state team?
yeah,
What state was that?
Victoria.
Victoria, right?
Yeah.
And so did you play, that was the finals of the under 14
Nationals.
national state versus
Yeah.
state national?
Yeah.
Did
So
you win that game?
yeah, we did, which was nice.
What, is anybody watching in Melbourne? What time is it in Melbourne?
What's the time now? Sorry.
13 hours ahead.
2 o'clock.
It'd be 8 hours behind. Yeah, there'd be about 6 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Family watching? Or?
my family have the app ESPN3, so they watch all the games. Otherwise, they watch them live from the home team's website. So I've got family at home watching it, so that's pretty exciting. They all go to my grandparents' house and watch it together, which is pretty funny.
You know, there's actually I thought your offense, there was a fairly high percentage of good possessions. I mean, I don't know, you weren't shooting, you shot 32% the first half, which is good, but it seemed like you were getting decent shots. What do you think about the quality of shots overall?
I think we executed offensively better than we normally do. But like Coach said, like Western played really good defensive game, and we just had to stay composed. And I think we just didn't rush anything and just got the shots that were given to us, not what we forced.
Kristen, you had 4 fouls left, still 2 or 3 minutes left in the game. How did your game change towards the end of the game with those fouls pending?
Well, Krista said to me, "Let me take Miracle Woods," so I didn't get my 5th foul and come out the game. But I just started to play the game that I know how, the best I knew how, with 4 fouls.
Kristen and Stephanie, let you get back to the locker room.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Congratulations. Coach, you remain for one question.
Just comment on trying to defend Miracle Woods.
Well, it's going to take a committee, just like our team, we're not the most talented team probably in this league, but by committee, I think that we're pretty good. If we stay all in and we together, that's our motto, together we fight. If we stick together, we can all be very good. At one point, Stephanie was guarding Miracle Woods. I thought we were in trouble then. But when Krista had her hands extended, the number 30 couldn't see the pass. But we all try, we all come together, and we swarm around the person with the ball. And Miracle was a special player. You can't stop her. You can hope to contain her. And we tried the best we could, and now she developed her left hand. We tried to force her left, and she went left and scored then too. But you know what? One person don't beat a team, and that's who we're trying to become. We're not there yet, but we're certainly working towards something special.
Then your rebounding. What did you think? How did you feel about your rebounding? They only had 3, especially defensively. They only had 3 offensive rebounds in the first half.
Yeah. Well, when they have 3 players boxing Sharkey out, I thought that our guards were standing around too much, and our guards needed to fly in there to at least bring up a different presence to the offensive glass, and that will free it up and allow one person to box Sharkey and Krista out. And I'm not certain if that could be possible if we just put those guys one-on-one in the box-out category. Our guards need to continue to come. 47 is good. I think that's good, can help you win a lot of games, but if we have to get 57, we have to get 57.
They came out in zone, or they played a lot of zone, but which would make sense given you're not a 3-point shooting team.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
But it seemed like you pushed them out of it. There was a stretch there where they came out of it because you had made a run. Was that great?
Yeah, some things that we're doing that's a little bit different than we've done in the past. And if you're going to zone us, we have a different kind of look now that we're trying to utilize. And we're trying to float our guard inside the middle, who I think can be really special, and Mackenzie Losing. And so now you have to deal with Losing's coming through the middle with our other 3 bigs. It would pose a challenge. And when JoJo's in, we're looking at her to shoot the 3 a little bit more for us. So, it's not about how you defend us. It's what we're not going to allow you to do anymore. If we have to get offensive fouls to attack the basket, we will. But we're coming to the basket. We're going to get there one way or the other.
Stephanie and Joanna, they combined for 13 rebounds. What does it say about the tenacity of the guard by that?
It's who we are. It's who we're trying to become. It's not just Sharkey and Kristen and Alexis doing the work defensively to get those boards. It's about us as a team. And if we continue to stay together and do more than your share and not care who gets the credit, great things can happen. And then at the end, we all get the credit. Love this team. I think they represent our conference very well. They are unanimously the #1 team in our conference. I love the way Coach runs his system, and he's not the biggest team, he's not the fastest team, but he's a very efficient kind of a coach, and they have an efficient kind of a team. It's going to be a challenge to play against Ohio. I have a lot of respect for them, but like my brother always tells me, we respect all, we fear none. And in order for you to really find out how good this game can present life opportunities for you, you got to go out there and you got to attack it. And so we're going to go out there and play a really good team. Our coach of the year in our conference thought that Kiana could have been the player of the year. I thought Sienna represents us well, but I thought Kiana Black was the best player in our conference. And we got to go up against them. But we won't go up against him or her by ourselves. We're going to do it as a team.
Tough stylistic change, playing Western one day, individually coach-based offense, Ohio.
If we focus on the other team, then it's going to be really a challenge. And we're just not that good to really give that much attention to the opponent. We really aren't. And I tell us guys that, my players that, in all fairness and in real honesty, I've been around the game for 26 years. If we allow ourselves to stray away and start thinking about Ohio, we won't be a good team. So we know they're going to bring what they're going to bring, but we're going to bring what we're going to have to bring too, and let the best team win. Thank you guys for all you do for the MAC.